Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Michael's Corner. We just got done with DPW Glass House, and I am sitting by with my friend Ethen Matthews. How are you doing tonight?
Michael, it's been a long time, and I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Oh my God, I am doing I'm doing great, It's a pleasure to be here. Eric Nordrum has been telling me to come to these shows, So it's great to be here and whatnot. I believe this is my first time interviewing a wrestler at DPW. So
I get to be the first? It's awesome.
yes, you're the first because we're friends and whatnot. But I gotta ask you, how did you enjoy your show tonight?
I'm a big fan of Discover Pro Wrestling. Between the roster, the talent that's on the roster, the production levels, this crowd, everything about Discover Pro Wrestling makes it worth coming out. If you've never been to Discover Pro Wrestling, I couldn't recommend coming out more, to be honest. I mean, it's a special thing happening in northern Minnesota. If you live on the west side, on the east side of Minnesota, or on the west side of Wisconsin, or really anywhere in the immediate Midwest, make the drive, come to Duluth. It's beautiful up here. Come see some of the best professional wrestling in the country, certainly in the Midwest. No, I love it here.
Yeah. And I love being a sponsor for Discover Pro Wrestling. I've been doing this since DPW1.
Awesome.
I'm their sponsor, and it's an honor to be here and whatnot. So, do you miss Damon Knight?
I think that all of us that had the pleasure to know Damon miss him dearly. Damon was a good friend, a good brother, and when he passed, left a large void in a lot of people's lives. And there's a lot of us that love him and miss him dearly. He was a great man.
Yeah, and I remember interviewing him like at I believe it was Rice Lake, and I interviewed him, and you interrupted Michael's Corner.
I also do remember that. We were in the middle of a very, very heated rivalry at the time, and it was one of those things where he just couldn't keep my name out of his mouth, and I could hear him from down the hill, and I was like, man, well, if you're gonna keep on talking about me, I got to stand up for myself, right?
Right.
And I think that might have created a pretty memorable moment for the show, right?
Yes, it did. But I understood what you was coming from. I didn't know at the time, but watching that over and over again, I understood what you coming from, and you was emotional,
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no other way to put it. Emotions run high, especially when you're in the middle of a heated rivalry like that with such a competitor like Damon Knight was.
Yeah. And I just miss him to death too, I wish he was here, because he would love this Discover Pro Wrestling and whatnot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Damon was one of those genuine dudes that was truly an asset to not just any locker room, but any community that he was a part of.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to give him a hard time at wrestling shows. Like, you never know if I'm going to cheer him or boo him. And his girlfriend, Chantel.
Yes.
Oh, it's like she'll be on my case like if I didn't root for Damon Knight and whatnot.
Right. And I mean, like, that's fair though, right? I mean, you know, when you love someone, you want everyone to love them, I feel, right? And so that makes sense to me.
Yeah. So, you have gotten so much better in the ring, and I seen your postings on Instagram. Like, you really, I respect the hell out of you. You got better in the ring. Can you tell people? Can you tell everyone how did you do it? You know.
Well, you know, well, first, thank you. But more than anything, you know, I just prioritized being the best version of myself that I possibly can be. I think that I spent a lot of time throughout my life trying to balance too many things. And when you take some things off of the plate, it makes it a lot easier to balance the things that you have on the plate. Every day doesn't have to be Thanksgiving. You know, sometimes you can just have your burger, your fries, and, you know, on some days, you know, a little milkshake, and, you know, like, really stick to just a few core things that you're, you know, really, really worried about. Like, these days I'm worried about working out, and worshiping, and then wrestling. That's only 4 things on the plate. It makes things, you know, relatively easy to balance.
Now, I gotta ask you this because you posted one photo on social media. You was wearing these trunks, and I think it was jeans at the time. Who made those trunks for you?
Like the Daisy Duke denim trunks?
Yeah, I was wondering who made them.
That was just a really, really good internet find. I don't know that I fit into those anymore. Like, even like at the time, like, you know, they were maybe just a little bit cheeky, if you will. So I don't. It's been a while since I've tried those on. I don't know that they fit, and I don't know that they're necessarily appropriate for most of the places that I wrestle these days. So maybe a little bit revealing. I don't know. Yeah. They say that sex sells, but I don't know that I'm selling it. You know.
Oh my goodness. I had to ask you that. You know. So if it were up to you, who do you want to face next? It could be anybody on the independent wrestling scene. It could be anyone.
You know, I honestly, like, you know, there's a good handful of guys on the DPW roster that I'd love to have matches with. I would love to wrestle Paul Verk. I think that I could give Paul Verk a great run for his money. Anytime that I get in the ring with Brock Hall, it's great times. I've known Brock the majority of my life. And so, you know, we always have great matches together. I'd love to have a match with Jack Ledger. You know, there's 3 guys right there that, you know, I'd love to wrestle in a DPW ring. Realistically, man, like, you know, I'm the kind of guy that will wrestle anyone. I'm down. You know, as long as the booking happens, the money's right, you know, and it's within a feasible amount of reality, you know, I'm down to go anywhere. I'm down to fight anyone.
You know who I would love to see you face?
Don't say Brock Lesnar.
Hell no.
Thanks.
I would love to see you get in the ring with OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling's own, the flowing Samoan, Anthony Toatele. He's a good freaking wrestler. And I interviewed him not too long ago. I would love to see you go in the ring against with him down the road.
Well, I mean, I'm certainly not opposed to, you know, trying to make that happen. So, I mean, if you know the people to contact, I mean, I guess, you know, it would be a situation of, you know, trying to contact the people down on OVW. I've never wrestled down there, but I mean, you know, maybe that's the thing that could happen in the future. I don't know. I mean, if this video ever ends up in the right people's hands, hi,
Hi. Yeah, come on, OBW. Let's make this happen. Anthony Tortelli versus Ethen Matthews down the road. Come on, we gotta make this happen.
Well, I think it's a really good place to be, right? I mean, I think that there's something that we can definitely do there. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, Michael, I got a long trip home.
All right. Me too. But before we wrap this up, where can people follow you on social media?
You can follow me at marvelous _ Matthews on Instagram. Can find Ethen Matthews on the Facebook, and really, I don't Twitter or X or whatever it is. I'm not on Blue Sky. I'm not on TikTok.
All right.
And I guess, as far as, my main driving force for myself, I help, I'm part owner and I help promote Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment based out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. So we're all over the socials. Find us over there. We're doing some really fun things out in Green Bay.
All right. And you guys can follow me on social media, Facebook, Michael's Corner, Instagram, Michael Palmo 3, the Twitter X. If you guys really want to follow me there, it's at Michael Pam. And my YouTube channel is Michael's Wrestling Channel. And you guys can follow me on those platforms. Well, you guys, we got a long freaking drive. And you guys have a great evening. And I will see you guys in the next episode.
Great to see you, Michael.
Great to see you too.